Welcome back. It's time for Operation Banished Juster. It is a small scout shootdown on CMCD's farm, which keeps moving around the globe. Now it's in Mexico. We're going in with a standard kind of small UFO team. Captures, meld, chem. Do I even need to tell you anymore? These things are resource runs. You never know what can happen on these missions, but really, I just want to get that juicy paper, get those sweet captives. So let's get down and let's see what happens.
Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
Alright, so we've been to this map a few times now, but we're starting from a completely different spawn this go-around on the merry-go-round, and we've got one meld canister here, and I can't find any others. So right off the bat, this coincides with the kind of strategy I want to take with this map, and that strategy is close range. Because we're going for captures with chem grenades, and because we don't have a rocketeer to bring extra alien grenades instead, because we're training up Mutastic, we don't want to go open ground, open country, long range as much, because we don't have the rocket for those long range cover busting scenarios. When you're dug in a no man's land of just long range fights and you don't have a rocket, like that rocket's just really good for stopping those stalemates. And until you get bombarded on your grenadiers, you don't quite have the range to beat things like a bunch of mutons or floaters overwatching you and you're out of grenade range, you know? So this works out pretty nicely for us. Close range is always a place I like to be, at least until they get berserkers. So we'll probably head in through the left here, through the car park. I don't know why all these cars are here, or even that bulldozer. Coming from the left, grab the meld, and then probably secure the high ground, take the UFO, and of course, we're looking for captives out here. We're trying to grab as many captives as we possibly can. And with 4 battle scanners across the squad, we've got plenty to kind of just throw out during the fights, or during the pre-contact periods, to try and get a bead on any noises we hear. So that's the general plan. Let's get straight into this. Okay. Where's my assault at? I no longer ask who is going to move first, I just ask where's my assault at. Although in this case, where is Squint actually? Squint can get a better scout to the left here. Because Instinct, he ain't one of those sprinter assaults. He's one of them extra tanky assaults. We pay him to get shot, if you recall. So he's actually not that fast. So in this case, I should have asked my favorite question, who's going to scout?
Look out. Copy that.
Try and move pretty quick on this one, which means steadying the sniper and overwatching everyone else. Alright, I hear mech. We have plenty of heat grenades to deal with that, I hope. Alright, Instinct clearing a bunch of ground out there, as is Squint. And we're just following behind. We want to keep our eyes, or our ears open for extra contact.
Roger that.
But of course, we also want to keep our ears open for extra meld. We don't know where that extra meld could be. Contact right. I'd throw a scan there if it doesn't hit me this turn. I'd like to find out what that is. Let's keep pathing up with Squint first. Okay, and now let's throw a scan to the right. Find out what we're dealing with here.
Moving.
Just start chucking scans, man. Just go for it. We got 4 of them. It's a small UFO.
Let's have a peek.
Use them or lose them, petite. Okay, so we got 4 drones over there, and I'm quite happy to just let them do whatever the hell they want. Can't capture drones. I'm not interested.
Rolling.
Moving to position.
Headed there now. I'm on the move. Got it.
Go do your own thing, drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 drones. That's a lot of drones, but still. I have no desire to have anything to do with you. Go thresh some grain or something. I don't care.
On my way.
Let's keep on chucking. Keep on seeing what's out here.
Mamy podgląd pola walki.
We got any contact up here? Ladies and gents, let's see. I always just switch to my close encounters assaults now. It's an easy way to see if there's anything. And no, it seems we haven't got any contact. Easy peasy.
I'm on the move.
Bin unterwegs.
Hubba, people. Move it out. Faster.
Got it. Moving.
I see a murder. Ich hab alles im Blick.
Let's set the land speed world record for a successful mission here. Maybe that drone pod is all we've got for contact. I haven't heard anything else yet. Keep going.
Na miejscu. Tu cię mam.
Still not seeing anything. After we grab that meld, we'll probably throw another scan out. And we can maybe start going for the UFO at this point. Probably through the barn. Just because through the barn means we can drop down from the roof. And don't forget the doorway is bugged on this UFO. You will get line of sighted through this doorway, so there's no point trying to do a door breach on this map. A roof breach is much safer.
Yes, sir.
These drones can continue to be half-price cut-rate farm equipment. I will laugh if that's all the contact on this map. This will be like the shortest mission ever.
Wyruszam. Mam cię.
Alright, throw another scan out if you can. Yeah, past the tractor, please. See what you can see out there.
Wielki brat patrzy.
Very little. Looks very safe. Where is the soundless ninja berserker pod? And what are they going to do to me? That is the reason why I'm not going to dash my reveal moves here. Just going to dash my follow-ups.
Moving
On the
out.
move.
You never know.
Moving out.
Like when you're saying something like, let's go for the land speed record,
On our way.
be aware that's cockiness.
Roger. I've got
If
my
you don't
eyes.
measure your moves still. If I just started dashing because this mission seems easy, I'm liable to just run into a bunch of berserkers. And I would be, it would be justified for me to be so ravishingly punished for that. Because that would be complacency, and complacency kills.
Już tam idę.
Never forget that. Complacency always finds a way to kill you.
I'm on it, Commander. Tak jest. That's affirmative.
But I'm trying not to be complacent here. I'm moving safely. I'm expending a lot of battle scanners. I am just simply
Moving to position.
working with the information I have available to expedite this operation to the extreme. Let's find out where that outsider is.
Battle scanners up.
And if you are going to take risks, be aware of the risks you are taking. In this case, I don't have seeker, scanners left for any seekers, and that's something I got to be aware of. Also in this case, if I make contact, my engineer no cover, so
Przeszukuję teren.
we're just going to chill.
Heading to that location.
Now, what should happen here is we'll take the cockpit quite quickly with this rooftop breach, and then the drones will be driven to come to the UFO because we've taken the UFO. It's standard alien behavior. We need to check if this is going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5, 11, 12, it'll be fine.
Ruszam.
Mixing straights and diagonals is too much for me. I can no longer count at that point.
On my way.
That's real
I'm on it,
complacency.
Commander. Okay.
Is going, oh my god, I can't do math, it'll be fine. But it will be fine.
Heading to that location. Headed there now.
Just gear up behind the scout.
I'm on it, Commander. Już się za to biorę.
Auf dem Weg.
Moving to position. Moving.
We'll all go in together. Alright, let's check this out one more time, even though we just lost sight of him. Poop. He was about here, I'd say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck me.
Już się za to biorę.
Counting is too hard when I'm combining diagonals with
Will do.
non-diagonals. My already limited sense of math just goes out the window.
In Bewegung.
It looked close enough to me.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And if not, I was happy to deal with the consequences, quite frankly. It's just getting too hard for me.
Affirmative.
My primitive monkey brain.
I'm on the move. Doc here.
Begebe mich auf Position. Moving to position. I'm rolling.
Daję broń w pogotowiu.
I have not seen a tactical SWAT conga line this crisp and precise and singular in focus in XCOM for quite a while. This is fast moving. This is Speed Snake you're seeing right now.
Już się za to biorę.
The XCOM operatives are doing the conga line
On my way.
to be beat in the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh, I can do the sickest rooftop breach here if I want to get showy.
Heading there now.
And when done, I want to get showy.
On my way.
Just be careful not to cut this corner because that's going to go from showy to stupid.
Ich hab alles im Blick.
Those drones come back. The drones come back slowly. Probably stay away from the front of the UFO.
Ruszam.
And yeah, it looks like there's just no other contact on this map, which is great, of course.
On my way.
Of course, that's great.
Zrozumiano. I'm on my way.
Let's try and flank the hell out of this guy.
Look out. I'm on it, Commander. I'm on the move.
Where's Brutastic at? Alright, Instinct gotta move.
Heading to that location.
Wypatruję nieprzyjaciół.
Give me that steady aim. And this is our breach turn, unless something bad happens. Nope, this is our breach turn. Okay, let's do this.
Już tam idę. Widzę kosmitę, atakuję.
Alright, I think he's still in range for the capture on Petite. Yeah. Even if I'm not showy, he's in range for the capture. And here I wanted to be showy. I wanted to blow this hole in the... you can blow these little air ducts open. It's awesome and you can just drop in, but no need, sadly, today. Well, let's try and get a capture here, seeing as we're not going to get anything else useful out of this series of events. Which means let's set up for some sustainable suppression.
That's affirmative.
Sustainable suppression, of course, being the difference between flanking and suppressing, where they're going to run as soon as you're done, and a suppression that does not flank them, where they can sit still and just take a pot shot at you. Also, I get a 96%. Okay, I can just disable shot this guy. Fuck it. I just need holo targeting off squint. Just hollow him.
Poprawiam celownik.
That's fine. You don't have to hit, kid. Let's wear him down now, okay? Let's wear him down.
Już idę.
Alright, we need a little bit more damage, but not too much. Don't go crazy. Just a little bit more. Instinct can come around for that. Hopefully. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it so I can get Instinct to position properly. You pop that shit. You pop that shit wide open, Mutastic. Go, go, go! SWAT breach. Is that gonna help Instinct out at all? Yes, now he can get the close. Yes, now he can get exactly what I wanted.
I'm all over it.
Tactical breach. Woo! Hell yeah. I love that breach so much. You can do that on a lot of UFOs. Let's go for a disable. No damage.
Disabling target.
Max damage on a laser pistol crit should be 5, so we can shoot again. Alright, now we need a ballistic pistol. Which again we can do. I think. Maybe? Can anyone get in range for a ballistic pistol? Oh, maybe not. Whoops. Huh, no one can get in range for a ballistic pistol. Pabulum was just going to have to close range it.
Copy that.
No crit on the ballistic pistol, which is subpar. And I gotta watch out, with ammo conservation, I'm actually gonna close encounters this guy, which I just realized. That's no good. No damage off that ballistic pistol, unfortunately.
That's affirmative.
So we'll just go for a capture attempt. Even though it's 20%.
Light 'em up.
Petite is the master of captures. I swear to G.
On my way.
And now we just gonna take out some drones, and I think all that counting and outsider capturing took away the land speed record, but it's still a pretty snappy UFO mission here. And we got to do an awesome breach through a hole in the roof. You always want to breach through holes in the roof. That's the best place to breach from. Alright, these drones should come in for me now. So I just gotta prepare myself for them.
Ruszam.
Of course, remembering that this doorway will activate.
That's affirmative.
So let's just get ready. Keeping that knowledge in mind.
Ruszam. Moving out. Yes, Commander.
I'm on it, Commander.
You can come down, Mutastic. You've done a good job.
Witajcie.
That's affirmative.
On Overwatch. Come get some.
Wypatruję
I feel,
nieprzyjaciół.
Commander.
If only you could capture mechanical units.
Affirmative.
We haven't got a drone hack yet, unfortunately. Alright, and the fun should be coming. Let's just get our little troopers a little bit closer, I suppose.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Activate them in the process, most likely. No, we're good. Oh, well, easy for me if you say so.
Begebe mich auf Position.
Ida.
Position confirmed.
Heading out.
Kung Tot preparing his shot. And everyone else is ready. Here we go.
Widzę gnojów.
Let's mop these mechanical suckers up. Alright, not a lot of hits.
Oj, kiepsko.
Drone's very evasive. I mean, these guys, if we didn't have the heat grenades, could actually be a problem because they have a lot of damage resistance. There's a lot of them, and they're quite evasive. Are we going to get to play the turn here, or is this going to be like the Terror Mission Chrysalid? Are you hanging the game again? They just don't want me to have a quick mission. Oh, I think they're hanging the game again. Really? Why does this keep happening? Man, I got showtime tomorrow. You better not pull this tomorrow. Or tonight even. 8 hours. Alright. I think I'm going to have to force quit. Hang on. Alright, loading back in here. Yep. You're my Dorito. Maybe I should go out there and activate them first, because it feels like them activating them on Overwatch is what bugged them out. Right, well now we get our turns, that's good. Of course, it's a little bit dangerous because now they're much closer. But I'll show you one trick, one simple trick discovered by a stay-at-home general. Because I've got Danger Zone on Dawn now, watch this. There you go. Now we haven't got the mayhem on Van Dorn, so Van Dorn's not shredding everything, but he did just holo target every drone on the board, which is a good start, if I may say so myself. Alright, now let's try and pick these drones off. There are a few of them, yes. But let's do our best. Good damage, Squint. Squint not at all fussed about Kamikaze not being on the operation. Just as self-sufficient as you'd expect of a trained professional soldier. Which is good, because she is one. Can we get a chem up in this?
On my way.
That could also be quite funny. No, there is still a door there apparently. We can't get a chem. Might have to shoot through that. I mean, worst case, we're going to grenade all these guys anyway. In fact, looking at my shots, I'm just going to grenade these guys anyway. Why waste your and my time? Let's just get it over with, you know what I'm saying? Pop that door open so you can. Oh no, can you not open this door? Is it bugged? Oh man, someone's going to have to clear the way. Here we go.
Affirmative.
Face check that door. There you go, now you're talking. Face check that freaking door. That's what we needed. Alright, just go ahead and grenade all these guys. We're not bothering with engaging them with the shots we have. And let's just mop up the stragglers. We got Sentinel on AO, don't we? Yep. And just like that, we're out of shots already. Ah, man. Kungta, come on. Well, this is a pretty awkward way to engage all these drones. But I'm just going to stick Instinct out here where Close Combat Specialist can do the best work. And where we can ensure none of these drones try anything cute like flanking Van Dorn or my engineer and dealing real damage. And meanwhile, we can just suppress here. I mean, not suppress, we can just smoke here to keep everyone extra safe.
Smokes in the air.
But yeah, thanks to that tricky door, a little bit of a weird activation. And thanks to that bug, a little bit of a weird activation. But that's alright, we'll deal. Yeah, you're still suppressed, MRFer.
Come on! I won't go down without a fight!
That's right. You and all your friends were just blanket deleted from the game by Van Dorn. Don't think you can move just because they're gone. Hey, we're getting his aim in on the skeet discs. Skeet shooting drones. We take these things back to XCOM base. We just use them as remote control targets. We send them out in the range.
Watch the flanks.
So AO's pretty used to this right now. This is kind of him in his element. Van Dorn gonna set it up for AO. He doesn't want to have all the fun. He's gonna let AO take this one. Or Kungta. Kungta, wow.
Damn it.
Dude. Oh. Kungta, apply yourself. Not your mission, huh? Tell you whose mission it will be. Actually, yeah, let's start with Squint. Finish it off at AO if we can. Zap. Give it to the big AO man. Oh, nope. Alright. Take it, Instinct. It's all yours. Your trophy.
All mission objectives completed.
No fuss. No muss. Mess. Look, it was a simple op, wasn't it? Another outsider capture for the base, another plasma carbine for the base, another couple of drone wrecks for the base because we blew up all the other wrecks. And once again, the farm is safe. Easy training operation, easy money for our skilled operators. Getting more skilled with every training operation like this one. Couple of promotions, excellent. Alright, we got instinct up to... Oh, that's why he was not at sprinter yet, because he hadn't got to that level yet. Will to survive, probably a pretty good pickup for instinct as a tanking assault. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, the most defensive perk in the tier. And, you know, I can really appreciate that. On the flip side, will to survive, not actually that amazing a perk. You get something like this in mechs called, like, well, it's essentially called damage control. When a mech is hit with damage control, all further damage is reduced by, I believe, 1 or 2 for every shot for, like, the next 3 turns. You could compare will to survive to that. If your assault is in cover, you will take 1 to 2 less points of damage if you're not being flanked. The way this differs from how good it is on a mech, because damage control is really good on a mech and how it adds up, is you're not going to get hit in every shot as an assault, you know, like, because you're using cover unlike a mech. So it's quite feasible that you're going to see a lot less gain from this compared to damage control. Additionally, this does not work when you're flanked, and that is another really important distinction to make, because one of the powers of a resilience full tank assault is that you can sit yourself in flank and take the hits for your squad, and Will to Survive isn't doing anything for you at this point. Will to Survive is going to shine in situations like Demolish the Docks, I think it was episode number 70, where you had Wolfer taking all that fire, even though it wasn't meant to. You know, obviously in that kind of long-range trading engagement, Will to Survive would have shaved off, you know, up to 6 or 8, I can't remember how many times he got hit, but, you know, let's say 6 points of damage, and that is not, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at. However, those are not the norm for me, I feel, in my assault tanking. Enter Sprinter. Sprinter is just good all the time. That extra 3 tiles of movement is so strong for a lot of reasons. For one, it keeps your assaults all about as mobile as each other. For another, it combos very well with close encounters. If you have hit and run, maybe you should feel more free to go Will to Survive. But if you have close encounters, you've got to get up close to utilize that properly. And that's where Sprinter comes in. Sprinter just gives you more flexibility on the field, lets you position yourself better for close combat specialist. It is an amazing combo of run and gun. Assaults use Sprinter probably better than any other class because they are essentially getting 6 tiles of movement and being able to shoot because of their double dash run and gun. We've got plenty of tankiness with Tactical Sense, Extra Conditioning, and the Assault's innate tankiness. This doesn't protect us from melee, grenades, AoE, or anything, I don't believe. Actually, it might protect us from grenades, I guess, because if we're in cover from them. But anyway, and the final point is, late game, if you want to be using your tank assaults, Sprinter is an easy way to negate the mobility penalty you get from Titan armor, which is a big mobility penalty. It's like you're losing like 3 tiles of movement when you put on Titan. Sprinter can kind of cancel that out, and if you don't have Sprinter, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So all around, it's probably going to be Sprinter for Instinct, despite being a tank assault. Just thought it was worth clarifying that. Meanwhile, with WMC, a lot easier choice. It's just dense smoke or combat drugs, and I'm pretty sure with the D being my combat drug later game medic, WMC will be another dense smoker. No real explanation needed for dense smoke. I think I've talked that one to death before. Dense smoke earlier, combat drugs later. All right. As usual, no real resources gained from the UFO itself, except for a paltry amount of alloys. But a paltry amount of alloys is better than a 0 amount of alloys. And I will be seeing if I can put that to good use in building something around here. Or perhaps just stockpiling my alloys so I can actually research advanced Gauss sometime in the next millennium. Alright, so we're still holding on to those alloys. Going to try and get that advanced Gauss going hopefully sometime soon. Now, as the post-mission screen has become sort of the shout-out announcement box, cool announcement from me. I've been teasing something cool is coming for a few episodes now. Just been waiting for the chance to be able to tell you guys about it. And due to a little mix-up on the dates, it's actually a day sooner than I thought it would be. So this announcement is very late and very short notice. Sorry for that. But suffice to say, I'm going to link an annotation, link through an annotation, a video I've released that you might have otherwise seen, just to check. It is a streaming notice for a special stream I'll be doing on behalf, or should I say, thanks to Firaxis and 2K. So kind of working together here, which is really cool, to do a special stream on Tuesday, 11 AM PST, which should be, I mean, by the time I get this rendered and uploaded, it's probably going to be a few hours from happening, already happening, or has happened in the past, depending on when you watch this episode. So just check the video I link as an annotation. It's got all the information in the description there of what's going on, what time it is, where to go to see it. But to sum it up, yeah, we're just doing a special little stream of Long War. It's a new campaign using viewer name lists. So if you want to sign up your name to possibly be one of the soldiers who shows up in the campaign, go to that video in the description, and it's going to have a Google form in the description there, and you can just click on that, submit your name, and you'll have a chance to be randomly picked out of that text file. But yeah, that's it. Check that out. I'm very excited to be doing it. It's a really cool opportunity. Also, perhaps a little bit nervous, if I have to be honest. I've been recording this and streaming this for over a year now, surely, like years. At this point, I've been live streaming it, but still, just kind of the official kind of hand of 2K and Firaxis being ever so slightly involved in this, you know, by hosting me on their channel, just makes you feel a bit nervous, to be quite honest. I hope I don't mess up. I hope it goes alright. I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's carry on down here. Yep, that all looks above board to me. I don't think I was doing anything in particular. We're just waiting for a covert operation here and for our Gauss weapons. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Well, there's one Gauss weapon. Can we get our rifles?
Contact detected.
Okay, so we got another bombing run going in here. Now, Australia's already fucked. Oh, excuse my language. I'm not supposed to swear because it's going to be an official stream, so I've been... Damn it! That was my streak! Because I shouldn't be swearing on the stream I'll be doing with 2K and Firaxis because it's very official, and I'm going to try and act like a professional for once. I've been taking this mission as sort of my training mission to remember not to swear, because I can't let myself mess that up, you know, even once when I do the live stream. Well, there it goes. That's not good. I'm gonna have to practice harder. But yeah, I mean, Australia is already in a dilly of a pickle, to use a more PG term. I'm not gonna shoot that destroyer down, and they're just bombing it again. I mean, as you can see from the panic levels here, Australia's like, sure, whatever, bomb the desert, bomb Queensland, no one really cares at this point.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
Yep. Nice.
Commander, we just received a Priority 1 request from the Council.
Target escort. Oh, this is the William Thorne mission, not to be confused with the Van Dorn mission. We're going to get a support corporal for this. Ensign panic reduction in Egypt. Too bad it's not Australia. That would have been perfect. All right, we've received an interesting report that a politician. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, I'm familiar with this mission.
Excellent. We look forward to seeing your progress.
Well, how long have we got on that covert operation? Surely it's just about to happen as well. Luckily, all our Gauss just finished. So I guess I'll have to see who I can take on this one. Am I waiting on anybody here? Mutastic can go if we need him to. Squint can go on the covert extraction if we need to. Daishi can go on the covert extraction, maybe, if we need him to. Iku's going on the covert extraction if we need him to. Okay, okay. Let me try and gear up a squad here. I'll skip if I skip. If not, I'll get back to you. Bit of a long gearing up screen, but there's good reasons for that. Let me run through as quick as I can. what took me so long. One is, of course, new weapon systems, new decisions. For example, with Drake, instead of taking a scatter laser on my assault now, the Gauss rifle is essentially losing 10% crit and 1 damage. The scatter laser is 5 to 9 base damage, 9 or like, 5 to 9 base damage, and I think like 9 to 12 crit, which is all good and all, but then the Gauss rifle has 1 extra ammo, plus works at longer ranges. So I mean, I feel like I'm willing to take that risk. So until we get the Gauss shotgun, I guess we'll be using the Gauss rifle in our assault, which will be very interesting. We're going to get a brief period where we can see what it's like to be an assault rifle, hit and run kind of assault. Meanwhile, alloy and shredder there. What else was interesting? We get to take 2 SMGs now. We've got an SMG for Hyper Geek. Bring in the arc thrower. Because I'm bringing such a high-powered squad on this, because I want to get them trained up, and also just in case, because you don't know what kind of aliens you get on these missions anymore. It used to be only thin men. Now it can be like all mutons or all freaking mechtoids, So I'm going to bring the arc thrower, so that if it is all easy aliens, we can try and capture them. If it's hard aliens, we've got a lot of good troops anyway, We're trying to leverage the power of our troops either to win a hard mission or capitalize on an easy one. Organ also got a laser SMG over here, got the old SMG still. Rockets are his main business, so that's alright. Got these sexy Gauss weapons on my infantry and on my gunner. Scubaman and Cell debuting. The latest in bulky Gauss weaponry, and god, this stuff is cool. I've missed these weapon models, I really do love them. Not taking AP ammo and Cell in case it is no mech units. I'm suspecting perhaps less mech units on this mission as possible because it's a council mission. But we will, of course, see if that holds true. You never know what you're going to get. But if it does, the scope should prove more useful than the AP ammo anyway. And it's still, it's still a good item. With DSM, originally I had the Chem on DSM, but in the end I put Chem on Hunter. Taking flashbangs on DSM, again, if it's all thin men, Chem is pretty much, just a terrible pick. Just an all-around terrible pick. But if it isn't all thin men, which it is entirely possible, you don't know anymore with the new council missions in Beta 14, the Chem grenades will be good for getting those captures, so they synergize with the arc thrower pick. As well as being useful if there is a surprise mech, pod showing up, the Chem will be very useful there, or surprise berserkers. Meanwhile, flashbangs on DSM are going to be useful against thin men as well, so we've got our bases covered there for captures and for thin men. And then finally, Gameage. Instead of taking Tech Sergeant Verid, who's not a snapshotter, this map's pretty tight, close quarters and urban, so I'm taking Snapshot Gameage for my urban sniper for this one. So that's about it, apart from Hunters bringing the extra scatter laser along with DSM because the assault's not using it. That's really it. That's the mission. Let's break in these new Gauss puppies, man. I want to see these things. I want to see these things raw. Let's do it, man. Let's do this. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Touching down.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border.
Okay. He always catches me off guard with these council mission briefings. My love for the Gauss weapons is now in season, but we will see what happens on Operation Broken Paramore. Join me for next time for that one. Until then, please, have a good one.